Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Danielle Irby.
And I'm Patricia Valone. Thank you for joining us tonight. Well, a vigil is planned tonight for the man who was shot by police in Hyattsville last month. 49-year-old Leonard Shan was shot and killed by several officers on September 26 during a confrontation near the Mall of Prince George's. Investigators say Shan charged at officers with 2 knives, and police say they tried for more than half an hour to de-escalate the situation. Shan was tased and they hit him with shotgun beanbags to no avail. Some say police didn't do enough, and tonight's vigil is at Bellcrest and Toledo Roads. Organizers are calling for an independent investigation into the shooting.
After a longtime Maryland lawmaker resigns amid federal fraud charges, the search begins to find her replacement. Tawana Gaines represented District 22 in the Maryland House of Delegates for nearly 18 years. She allegedly used more than $22,000 raised for her re-election campaign for personal use. The Prince George's Democratic Central Committee has the task of nominating a new delegate, and it will hold a public hearing on the nomination in District 22. Committee Chair Cheryl Landis says she wants the process to be transparent.
All the candidates, they'll be required to submit to me a letter of intent, a copy of their resume, and a copy of their voter registration card. And once I receive all the information, then we'll convene in a public hearing, and we will vote. The elected members of the Central Committee will actually vote on the candidates that come before us. And the one candidate that gets the majority votes, that is the name that we will submit to the governor as a nomination from the Central Committee to fill the vacancy.
The committee will have until November 4th to send recommendations to Governor Larry Hogan. The governor will then have 14 days to make an appointment. While reaction from colleagues of former Delegate Tawana Gaines has started pouring in. Veteran lawmaker Doug Peters has worked with Gaines for several years, and he speaks highly of her and says her legal troubles are a loss for Prince George's.
I work in budget and tax, and she worked in appropriations, and that's the corresponding House committee with the Senate committee. And so we would work together on a number of issues for Prince George's County. I've worked with her for 13 years, and she is a huge loss for Prince George's County and the state of Maryland. And I'm just really praying for her and hoping that she can work through the issues that have been presented. But she's a classy lady, and you know, I'm really hoping for the best for her.
Gaines is scheduled to be arraigned on Thursday, October 17th at the U.S. District Courthouse in Greenbelt.
The battle between House Democrats and the White House over impeachment is intensifying. Today, the Trump administration blocked U.S. Ambassador to the European Union, Gordon Sondland, from a planned deposition in a closed-door session with 3 House panels. In text messages that were turned over to the House, Sondland appeared to be a key figure in Trump's efforts to pressure Ukraine to launch investigations of the president's rivals.
The American people have the right to know if the president is acting in their interests, in the nation's interests, with an eye towards our national security, and not in his narrow personal political interests. They have a right to know. Indeed, the American people have a need to know. And through this impeachment inquiry, we are determined to find the answers.
What we see in this impeachment is a kangaroo court, and Chairman Schiff is acting like a malicious Captain Kangaroo. He lied about the Russia investigation, that he had more than circumstantial evidence. He lied about meeting with the whistleblower prior to the whistleblower's ultimate writing of their complaint.
House Democrats have issued a subpoena for Sondland's testimony, as well as emails and text messages that he held on a personal device that have been turned over to the State Department.